Assalamu alaikum, ladies. So we're going to do the double crochet stitch this week. So it's a bit like the single, but as you can see, it will have 2 loops. So we grab our yarn, we make a slip knot, there we go. So if you've forgotten how to do it, so basically you get one of the ends of the yarn. So I've got the tail in my right hand. I'm yarning over my fingers. With the tail end of the yarn, it goes over and into the hole. I grab the yarn and I grab the 2 ends and I pull up a loop. There we go. I insert my hook and I pull to tighten the knot. You don't want to tighten it too much, or you don't want to leave it too big. Just that much is good enough. So we're going to start with the double crochet. So we're going to use the working yarn over your pinky, in between, and hold. I hope this is good. Sorry. So what you're going to do is you're going to make up 10 chains. So we yarn over and pull through. That's 1. Now, so we don't forget what the first chain is. We're going to get our stitch marker and we're going to put our stitch marker on the first chain. This will give us a good indication of where the first stitch is. So that's 1 chain, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Can you see my yarn coming out nice and smooth? That's because I'm not squishing my fingers like this. I'm actually leaving a little bit of a gap so that I can grab it so it doesn't fall all over the place, but I'm not holding it too tight where the yarn can slip through my fingers. Do you see that? Right, that's what we want. So I've got my 10 chains. Now to build up higher, we're gonna, because we're doing the double crochet, we need to make it the height twice as big as the single crochet, right? So can you guess how many chains we have to do in order to build up double? If you said 2, that's right. So we're gonna do 2 extra chains. 1. If you want, hang on. You want to put the marker right here, so that way you can see where your last chain was. So we're gonna chain 2. 1, 2. I just put this marker here to show you where our last chain was. So now we want to build up. So these 2 chains that we did here is just a building up chain. It's just adding the second row. So from the 3rd chain from the hook, so you got 1, 2, 3 from the hook. So the 3rd chain from the hook, we're going to do our first first double crochet. To do a double crochet, you're gonna yarn over. So now you got 1 and 2. You're gonna insert it into that third chain. You're gonna pull up a loop. So now you've got 1, 2, 3 chains or hooks on your loop. You're gonna yarn over and pull through 2, like this. Yarn over and pull through 2. That is our first double crochet. So what we do is we're going to take this out and we're going to insert it into the stitch that we just did, like that. Just give it a nice pull. Now we just made our first stitch into this chain. Now we're going to go into this chain. So yarn over, insert it into that chain, grab the yarn to pull up a loop. Now you have 3 loops on the hook. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to yarn over and we're going to pull through 2. So let me just get some more yarn so it's not tugging on it. Reset. So yarn over and pull through 2. There we go. That's our second chain. 1, 2. You can also see it here. Our second stitch, sorry, is, we never count this one. This here is the building up chain. So it's 1, 2. So let's continue. We're gonna yarn over, insert it into that chain, grab the loop to pull up grab the yarn to pull up a loop. 1, 2, 3, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. There we go. So next, yarn over, insert it into the next chain, grab the yarn to pull up a loop. So now you've got 1, 2, 3, yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over and pull through 2. Can you start seeing the chains or the stitches coming through? So next chain, we're going to yarn over, insert it into there, grab the yarn to pull up a loop. So you've got 1, 2, 3, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. There we go. Next one, yarn over, insert it into that chain, grab the yarn to pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Starts looking like this. Let's just get some more yarn. So it doesn't make our stitches tight. So the next, if you can see where you're putting your stitches. You got one in there, you got one in there. Just spread it out a bit just to see how you're doing. Then you can tell which one to put into next, and it's in here. So yarn over, insert it into that chain, grab the yarn to pull up a loop. You got 1, 2, 3, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. There we go. Just a few more now. Yarn over into the next chain, grab the yarn to pull up a loop. Now you have 1, 2, 3, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Got 2 more. So yarn over into the next chain, grab the yarn to pull up a loop. So now you have 1, 2, 3. Grab the yarn, pull through 2, and grab the yarn, pull through 2. There we go. Last one. So yarn over, insert it into that last chain, grab the yarn to pull up a loop. Now you have 1, 2, 3. Yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Oop, this one's giving a bit of a tug. There you go. Now we finished that row. Now we want to start it is a second row if you really think about it, because the chain doesn't count as a row. Sometimes it does. So the chain is the first row, the stitches is the second row. Now we want to go on to the third row. So because we're doing double crochet, we're going to chain up 2. So 1, 2. We chain up 2 because this is the double. If we chained up 1 and try to do a double crochet, it's going to make it look bunched up. It won't make it nice and straight. So that's why we chain up 2, because it's double crochet. So turn your work. We'll take this stitch marker out. Ready for our first stitch. Reset our hands. Now if you see on top, you'll see the V's, right? And we're going to go under the V for our first stitch. So into this hole right here, this hole under the V, like that. So we're going to yarn over, insert our hook under the first V, grab the yarn to pull up a loop, and you're gonna yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. That is our first stitch. So we're going to put our stitch marker right there and carry on. So the next V, under the V, we're going to put it inside right there. Hopefully you can see this. I don't know why. I don't know if I've got my angling right. Do let me know so I can make it better. But grab the yarn to pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. There we go. Sorry, I just took that out of the shot because I was... So if you count this, this is our chain 2. That does not count as a chain. It's actually 1 right here. So 1, 2. This will straighten out once you put more layers onto it. So let's carry on. Yarn over, insert it under that V, grab the yarn to pull up a loop. You've got 1, 2, 3, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So repeat those stages always remembering to chain 2 at your very end, and see how you do. Try up to 10 rows or maybe 8 rows, because if you can see the difference, this is a single crochet, this line right here, and this one is the double crochet, so it is going to be a bit bigger. If we put it on top of our work, I don't think you'll need that many rows, to be honest. So about 5, half of what you did before. 1, 2, 3, even 4 maybe. Try 4 rows, take it out, redo it again. Give yourself that practice. And then when you're fully confident, you're going to fasten off and save the swatch. All right. Enjoy crocheting. Thanks. Bye.